Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in today, really appreciate it. Well, today we go over a new survival kit I've been testing out and I've had for a little while now. And I did an unboxing of this kit a few weeks ago and got a lot of feedback from it, so people wanted to see it. So let's take a look today and see what's in the ACW Tactical MacGyver Survival Kit here on Skills to Survive. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back. I said today we're going to go over this ACW Tactical MacGyver Survival Kit. This kit is pretty awesome. I'd seen this online. Periodically I do searches and stuff, and you guys know I like survival kits and putting together survival kits and stuff like that. And I came across this one in this website, and this is awesome. What drew me to it first was the bag. And we'll talk about that here in a second, but the bag itself kind of looks like a condor bag, but again, we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is called the MacGyver Survival Kit. Now, ACW Tactical is a small company ran by two guys, Rob and Tom, up in New York, and you know, they like all of us, been doing survival stuff for most of their life and outdoor stuff, and so they decided to start putting together survival kits. This kit, like I said, it's called the MacGyver Survival Kit, and you'll see why in just a minute. But the basics, several things I like about it. One is the ability to attach it to your pack, and it has the rip-off capability, so you can rip it off your pack and just take this. So that's a good feature. Two, on the piece that attaches to your pack, the Velcro piece that you pull off, it has two D-rings, and I'll put a picture in. And what I did with it several times is I attached a piece of paracord to it, to those two D-rings, and just carried this as a standalone kit, because this has everything in there that you need to survive for at least a day or two, probably more. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm down here at camp, and if you hear some popping and cracking in the background, that's the fire back there, even though it is pretty hot and I'm pretty soaked with sweat, but nevertheless. So this bag here, basically when you first look at it, it looks like a Condor rip-away EMT pouch. So again, it's a rip-away type design, and these bags here are made in the USA by ACW. So on the front you got a Velcro piece here. You can put a patch or whatnot. I think I'm going to get one that says Survival Kit and put right here. Got a couple little molly strap webbing if you want to molly anything down, which is kind of cool. So let's open it up. So it opens up, and then let me turn it this way for you. The regular Condor pouch would open up and it would fold out again. So again, technically it looks like a regular Condor pouch, right? But what makes this unique is the fact that it has these two wings on it right here. So then undo this, you have one wing here and one wing here. That's what really drew me to this bag, because there's so many different options and so many different things you can do with a bag like this with those, you know, little wings. And these wings, another good thing is they're completely removable. So you can take them off. If you don't want them on there, you can add them on, you can swap them around. So depending on your kit loadout or whatnot, you know, you can set this up any way you want. So I've kind of changed this around some and added some of my own stuff to it. So some of this stuff in here is not what comes in the MacGyver kit. Now you can buy these bags, just the bags, separate. If you want to do that, they sell those separate on their website, and you can buy, obviously, with the full kit. So let's talk about, we'll talk about the flaps first. So let's talk about the, well, this would be the right hand flap here. Let's talk about it first. So, as you can tell, it has several different little mesh compartments in it. Again, pretty nice feature. So, I'm not going to go over all of these. I'm just going to tell you what's in here, because again, I've rearranged this, so this is not how it comes. I've rearranged it to my stuff. But so let's just talk about the right flap. So the right flap is going to contain a magnesium fire starter, a Bic lighter, duct tape, sandpaper, a fishing kit, a utility kit, which includes a can opener, foil tape, super glue, pipe cleaner, epoxies, wood mixing, and then it also includes a sewing kit, which is kind of neat. So I do have the sewing kit still in here. You can see that there. A lot of cool things in the sewing kit. A lot of neat features in there. Let's see. I also kept the little utility kit in here, little repair kit, and I added a little razor blade in there. But you can see a lot of stuff in there. Roll of duct tape over here that I kept in there. And here's another little kit that we'll talk about on the other flap. It's kind of like screws and stuff like that. So again, if you think MacGyver, anybody that knows MacGyver knows that MacGyver could take anything and make something out of it in a survival situation or any type of situation. He was always finding something and making something to get out of that situation. Well, that's a lot of times that's what survival is. But let's just not think about survival. Let's think about an everyday type thing. I mean, you can use this for everyday usage. I mean, your sewing kit, stuff like that. I'm always sewing buttons and stuff on. Utilities, sometimes you need a screw, even out in the woods. Sometimes you need a screw or something. I mean, you never know. So that was the right flap. Let's talk about the left flap. Well, the left flap's a little bit different, as you can tell, as far as the little pockets and stuff. Some are a little smaller and stuff like that. So you can tell it's a little bit different. So on this flap, it comes with a candle, a cork, a small little compass, an orange balloon, some earplugs, electrical tape, pencil sharpener, a small little LED light, and then a rescue whistle, Scotch-Brite pad, and the hardware kit that you've seen over here. This is what they consider the hardware kit, which, little nuts and bolts and stuff like that. So, and again, I just kind of rearranged it and added some of my own stuff in here. Just kind of make it more, user-friendly for myself. But let's take a look at some of the features or some of the items here. Like here's a little like photon type light, nice little light there, and here's a little compass. Now this compass, let's see if it'll, it's semi-accurate. I mean, it's not something that you're definitely going to trust your life on, but it'll give you a basic bearing for the most part, or basic north, south, east, west bearing for the most part. So anyway, that's a pretty neat, unique feature of that. So another cool feature here is you see right here the little multi-tool that it comes with. It comes with a little multi-tool that was attached to the lanyard, which is really nice, so you don't lose it. So it's a decent little multi-tool. I mean, it's got all your, your typical features on there. Your, screwdriver, a little knife, stuff like that. So all your typical little features of a little multi-tool. So let's talk about the top middle flap here. This flap here. Again, I've added some of my stuff in here, so some of this stuff is not in here. So in the top middle flap, and of course the county wants to come and mow while I'm trying to do a video. They mow in a retaining pond that's not far from my camp over here. But anyway, so top middle flap comes with the mini multi-tool that you see here. A tampon, wire saw, chem light, toothbrush, playing cards, zip ties, waterproof bags, bandanas, what else? Mini magnifying lens, a space blanket, surgical blade, and some copper wire. So again, you can add your own stuff in here. I changed it around for me as well. But a lot of features here. You got the nice big pocket in the back. You got a small little pocket here, and then you got some elastic here. So kind of neat features. I mean, the toothbrush. I mean, the chem stick, chem light. That's a neat feature as well. This bag here is a large garbage type bag. Here's your emergency blanket, and like I said, I've added some of my own stuff in there. So let's go down to the bottom down here, or I mean to the middle. I'm sorry, the middle. So as you can see on the middle, again, you have some elastic webbing here that you can add, whatever you want. I put a large multi-tool in here. I had an extra multi-tool Leatherman, so put that in there. Here's the bandana that goes up in the top. So it does come with a bandana. It comes with this nice little disc here that you can use as a mirror, for a signal mirror. You can also use it for other things as well. So the middle flap comes with aluminum foil, paracord, aluminum sheet, filter paper, waterproof paper, large vinyl clear poly bag. That was this bag here. It's like a 55-gallon drum liner, but clear. Some tenacious tape, some self-stick Velcro, a field manual, fire starting tab, and a thick aluminum sheet. So again, here's some of that stuff here. You can see the foil, see some of the filters, condom, which came in the other side down there, and here's some of the other stuff that again goes in another pocket. But you got some tubing, some wire, some speaker type wire, and then some other like picture wire, snare wire, and then some other gauge wire that you can use too for whatever. And then obviously paracord. So let's talk a little bit really quick about this field guide here. They put this together, if I can get it out here. This field guide is really neat. It goes over basically what's in their kit. It goes over it in detail and tells you how to use stuff and what stuff is for. It's really neat, and then it kind of goes over some survival aspects, you know, in a survival situation, what to do. Kind of shows you how to build some traps and, you know, signaling, navigation, you know, wild edibles, stuff like that. So really neat feature that, you know, these guys put together with this. This is one of the, I mean, this in itself is really nice. I really like this feature. And on the back you see it's got a little ruler, got a little map scale there, which is pretty cool. Also comes with the contents thing. So again, it's really neat. These guys really went and put this kit together really well. And this is the ACW Tactical 10 Commandments. It's kind of cool. Pretty neat to read over that. But so that's all that's in the middle. So, and then the last thing down here at the very end is another little mesh zippered compartment. And in here they had their first aid kit. So they put together a little first aid kit. You guys know I'm a medic, so I was really interested to see what they put in the first aid kit. Here's some extra bags that came down here, and all these tubing and stuff was down here as well. So your first aid kit is just your general boo-boo type kit, right? So you got some, obviously you got some gloves in there. You had a surgical blade that was actually over here. You had a surgical mask, a couple of 4x4s, some band-aids. Neat little feature, they did put a little Celox granules in there, which is kind of neat. That's a small little 2-gram package. So if you have a small wound that won't quit bleeding, the Celox is good for that. I added these little Wisp toothbrushes because I just had them, and I just added those in there. So anyway, a nice little small little boo-boo kit. Again, this is not a trauma kit. This is just your minimum little boo-boo kit. So nice little kit. I was impressed to see that, you know, they really had some decent stuff in here, which is really nice. You don't see that a whole lot with some of these kits. So anyway, I think I've rambled on enough, and I believe that's all of the stuff in here. So as you can tell, this is well over 100 and something in items. I don't even know how many items are in here. I'm going to say well over 100 items. So a lot of items in here, and again, I've been impressed with this kit. I've had a chance to get out and use this kit out in the woods, sitting out for a little while, and I really like it. Some of the things that I think I would do personally myself is, I think they should kind of organize the kit a little bit better. For example, up here, like we talked about before, I put all my fire stuff together, or fire and similar stuff together in one. Some of their stuff they had in different spots and whatnot, so I think it should just be organized just a little bit better. Another thing I had on here was add some more tinder. It came with a little tinder quick that I used earlier to start a fire with. Put a couple more little tinder quicks in there. Those would be really good to have in a fire to help start a fire. And again, you had the magnesium block and the small little ferro rod and magnesium block, little Dome's magnesium block. So you do have that to help, but you know, a little bit extra tinder never hurts. A couple other things, different colors, which I think they are going to come out with some different colors soon as far as the bag itself. So that would be kind of cool. And these things here, I think these should be sold separately. Guys, you could probably, you know, do sell these separately. So if anybody has a kit similar to this, like one of the Condor kits, even though they won't have the Velcro in the top up here to Velcro them in, you know, these kits should be sold separately, because say you don't want this type one with all the little pockets. Say you want, you know, say you got something different and you want, you know, something that little larger pocket. So sell these separately. That way people can kind of, you know, put in, kind of make their own kit, you know, better. I don't know if you've seen, but on the back of this flap here, on the back, some chapstick, glue stick, a couple little golf tees, and a pencil. So again, I really like this kit, and for the price, I think it's pretty well thought out and pretty good kit. And again, you have to think of, some of you may look at this kit and say, well, I don't really need, you know, this wire. Why is wire in there, or why is a balloon in there, or something like that? Again, you got to think about MacGyver. You know, again, MacGyver could take anything and make something from it, right? So you got to think, and that's the reason why it's called the MacGyver kit. It has a lot of stuff in there for just about any type of situation to get you through. Now again, I added some of my own stuff in here to kind of tailor the kit more toward myself, which is what everybody should do. And anyway, it's a great kit. Go check them out. I'll put their link down below in the description. So until I see you on another video, always remember your PPE, plan, prepare, and exercise, and always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive. This kit will give you some of the items you might need to survive, but you still need those skills. So thanks, folks. Have a great day.